Hello. I'm gonna say my usual spiel of try not to focus on how bad I look. Like, just ignore it. I've been crying for about 5 hours now, give or take. So I look very bad. My face is probably really puffy, and I'm not wearing any makeup. It's like 4:30 in the morning. Again, can no one comment on my weight? I said that in my last video, but I still had someone calling me fat. Hey, I've been starving myself so much the past 2 months. I feel like I need to put a huge trigger warning on this video. Like eating disorders, suicide, self-harm, etc. So if any of that's triggering to you, I'm sorry, and I don't know what to say. I literally don't know what to say. Someone commented and asked me like, hey, like, can you give us an update on how you're doing? Because they were thinking the worst, which I understand, and I'm sorry that I have not uploaded at all this year, although like I don't think anyone really cares, but that's besides the point. This year has been very eventful, in bad ways and then good ways and then really bad ways. If I can just put like a TLDR, like too long don't read. At the end of January, my dad almost died from COVID. That was a very hard time. January and February really sucked. In March, my boyfriend of 4.5 years left me while I was at the dentist getting impressions done for my dentures. I was there with my best friend, and my boyfriend decided that was the perfect time to come get his things and leave me. So that was terrible. But then me and my best friend got into a relationship about a month after that, because my best friend, he was just here all the time. He was someone I met in IOP PHP last year, almost a year ago now. And he was my biggest support, my best friend here. And in June, his mom has been really controlling, and his therapist as well. They forced him to block me everywhere and completely get rid of me, and I've been not allowed to have any contact with him in over 2 months. So I lost my boyfriend, and then I lost my other boyfriend, who was my best friend and my biggest support system, and I can't even talk to him. His mom has threatened me, called the cops on me. I've literally not even done anything. I messaged him like literally one time on Instagram, because she thought he had me blocked there, but he didn't. And then she made him deactivate it because she found out. Like, she accused me of like hacking. I don't know, but she called the cops on me because I messaged him on Instagram one time for the first time. At that point, it had been 3 weeks since we had not been able to talk. She's lied to me about a lot of things, and she's blaming him for everything when it's actually her. There's been a lot of bad stuff going on with that situation, and then there's just some other things too. So a month ago, I overdosed on some pills, and I went back into IOP after all the stuff happened in June, and it wasn't helping me at all. They put it down as a suicide attempt, but luckily they didn't hospitalize me. They just, I haven't been able to really have access to most of my medication, but I feel like because my dad is supposed to be like taking care of it now, but I quit program because they tried putting me in a home. And then I planned out to kill myself again a couple weeks ago, but that was very half-assed, so that was not successful either. And now here I am on August 25th, and I finally have like a whole, you know, thing written out for my family and for my most recent ex-boyfriend who I have not been able to contact, and for my nephew who is almost 3 years old, but I really don't plan on being here by the time of his 3rd birthday, so I don't know. And then just other essential things that my parents might need to know, certain things to, you know, what to do with certain things and whatnot. I said goodbye to people like 2 weeks ago, but then, you know, like I said, it didn't really work and I'm still here. So I feel like the goodbye really meant nothing. So I don't know if I should say goodbye again and like give them closure. I don't know what I should do because I don't know if it'll work. I have more of a concise plan this time, but it still might not work. Ever since my boyfriend, ex-boyfriend, whatever you want to call him, his mom started drama with me back in June on Father's Day. I started starving myself then because what she said was really hurtful, and I started self-harming a lot. And you might not be able to tell, but I've actually lost like around 25 pounds just since June. I was really gaining a lot of weight. He was feeding me all the time, and I actually was doing really well for a while. I was expanding my comfort zone, doing alright with my agoraphobia. I was eating healthy and well and getting out, and I felt content with my life. And now I see nothing. I feel like my life is over. I'm not content at all. I'm very depressed, very highly depressed, and my agoraphobia is very bad. My anxiety is very bad. At first, when this all happened, I couldn't sleep at all. Like I slept for like maybe an hour or two every day, and I'd wake up in a cold sweat, like hyperventilating, because I was having like anxiety attacks literally in my dreams. But now I sleep all the time, like 15 hours a day. I just sleep the whole day away. My antidepressants that they put me on were making me really tired, but I stopped taking them because it's been 2 months and I haven't noticed any difference at all besides it just making me sleep. But I'm already sleeping, so what is that gonna, what am I achieving there? Absolutely nothing. So I don't really know what this video is. Someone wanted an update, and this is my update. It's not a very good one. I'm not in a very good place, as we can tell. So I don't know what will happen, but I mean, hey, if this is my last video, then thank you guys for being here. All of these years and listening to me cry over mental illness, and I'm sorry that it got the best of me. And if this isn't my last video, well, I'll eventually come back and be like, hey, psych, it failed again. But I really just want to keep trying until I don't fail. because now I have like 4 or 5 attempts under my belt and they've all failed. I can't do anything right, not even K-word myself. So I don't know how much YouTube, if it would censor this video, but I'm sorry for anyone that cares. And yeah, I'm just not strong enough. I'm really not strong enough to keep going. I feel so alone and so empty. Like I don't have friends here. My only friends that I had was my boyfriend of 4.5 years, who now is not even talking to me after I said goodbye to him 2 weeks ago. So that's cool. My boyfriend that his therapist and mom got rid of me. And then my best friend from France, who was here during July. She was here for most of the month of July. Honestly, if she hadn't come, I would already be dead by now. And I hate to say that, but her being here and staying with me and like just being here for me every single day and night and dealing with my bullshit and me crying and breaking down all the time. I'm sure it was very annoying for her, but it was really nice having someone here. And then after she left, it was like I was on suicide watch at my house. My mom was like sleeping in bed with me every night. My parents wouldn't let me like be in my room alone. And that lasted for a little while, but then I complained about it as I was planning to K-word myself again. So I'm not on suicide watch anymore, but my parents are very aware of how I feel and what is going on. They don't know what to do. Yesterday they wanted to Baker Act me because I was really doing poorly, but I convinced them that I'm okay, when clearly I'm not. I just don't want to be Baker Acted because I think that it's dumb and it doesn't help, and all it does is prolong the eventual outcome. If I want to die, then I'm going to find a way to make that happen. And that's how I see it, and I don't feel like it's fair that I have to continue suffering just because other people want to try to keep me safe. You can call me selfish, but that's how I feel about that. So this is my update. Not doing good. And that's so gross. Sorry. I've been crying so much. Between not eating and crying, I have such a bad headache and I feel so gross. But yeah. So things are great. Things are like peachy keen on my end. No problems whatsoever. Just kidding. I actually don't remember the last time I was like this mentally unstable. Even when I was homebound, like, I mean, I was really bad when I was homebound for those like 5 years, but like this depressed, no. Because we're about to go on three attempts in a month. For me, that's a new record. Because before it was 2, not even within, it was like within like a month and a half. So And I lost my psychiatrist back in May, lost my therapist back in June. On Father's Day, I lost my therapist. Father's Day was really good. So, you know, I've just been kind of like raw dogging it, but it's not working. Nothing is working. And I've been taking off like most of the medication, and I'm doing bad. Anyways, I keep talking. I always talk like way too much. But I hope you guys are doing well. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and don't be like me. Live happily, live life to the fullest. And that's what I want for everyone. That's what I want for you guys. That's what I wrote in my notes too. Find the happiness that I cannot find within myself. Please. So yeah, there's my update for you. I'm gonna go try to distract myself now, or maybe cry more. Who knows? Who knows? Or, other things. But